Welcome to the Pegasus Bridge Memorial Museum, a place dedicated to preserving the memory of one of the most daring and pivotal actions of D-Day. This museum stands as a tribute to the brave soldiers of the 6th Airborne Division who carried out the audacious glider assault in the early hours of June 6, 1944. Their mission: to seize and hold the bridges over the Caen Canal and the River Orne, preventing German counterattacks and securing the eastern flank of the Allied landings in Normandy. Today, we will take a journey through history as we explore the museum, beginning with the exhibits inside before heading outdoors to see the original Pegasus Bridge, a reconstructed glider, and various military artifacts on display. The museum was inaugurated in 2000 and was created to honor the men of the 6th Airborne Division and the role they played in the success of the Normandy landings. The museum is laid out in sections that guide visitors through the meticulous planning of the airborne operation, the execution of the glider landings, and the fierce battle that followed. Among the highlights are original uniforms, weapons, personal belongings of the soldiers, and detailed maps used during the operation. Interactive displays and video presentations bring to life the harrowing events of that fateful night. One particularly moving section of the museum is dedicated to Major John Howard and his men of the Ox and Bucks Light Infantry. Their remarkable feat of landing just meters from the bridge, within a matter of minutes, remains one of the most successful airborne operations in military history. Now that we've had a look at the incredible stories and artifacts inside, let's head outdoors to see the original Pegasus Bridge and more of the historical pieces on display. Stepping outside, we come to one of the most significant pieces of history preserved here, the original Pegasus Bridge itself. This is the very bridge that Major Howard's men stormed and captured in the early hours of D-Day. The bridge remained in operation until 1993, when it was replaced by a modern structure, but thanks to efforts to preserve history, it was moved here to the museum. The Pegasus Bridge was a key strategic point, as it provided the only major crossing over the Caen Canal. Its capture ensured that German reinforcements could not push back the Allied landings at Sword Beach. The operation was executed with astonishing precision, with gliders landing within meters of the bridge in near-total darkness. The speed of the assault left the German defenders completely unprepared, and within minutes, the bridge was in British hands. The attack was led by Major John Howard and the men of the Oxfordshire and Buckinghamshire Light Infantry, with support from the Royal Engineers and elements of the Glider Pilot Regiment. Their training had been rigorous, with countless rehearsals ensuring that every soldier knew their role precisely. The success of their mission was crucial in preventing a German counterattack from reaching the beaches and disrupting the Allied invasion. From our aerial shots, we can see the size and scale of the bridge, while ground-level footage allows us to appreciate the battle scars and the structure's historical significance. The German garrison at the bridge was taken completely by surprise. Despite a brief but intense firefight, the British forces quickly overpowered the defenders, securing the bridge intact. Visitors can still see bullet holes and signs of battle damage on the bridge, reminders of the intense fight that took place here. The bridge itself has become an enduring symbol of airborne operations and the vital role played by paratroopers in the success of the Normandy invasion. Here we have a full-scale reconstruction of a Horsa glider, the type used to deliver troops to their objective with pinpoint accuracy. These wooden-framed aircraft had no engines, relying on stealth and the skill of their pilots. Inside, we can see just how cramped and fragile these aircraft were. They could carry up to 28 fully armed troops or a mix of equipment, including jeeps, anti-tank guns, and supplies. Unlike traditional military aircraft, the Horsa glider had no defensive armament, making the troops inside extremely vulnerable during their descent and landing. Pilots had to judge their approach perfectly, as there was no second chance. Once committed to the landing, there was no way to pull up or change direction significantly. One of the key advantages of the Horsa glider was its ability to land troops directly into the battle zone, bypassing enemy defenses that might otherwise delay an advance. However, this also meant that the troops inside had to be ready to fight the moment they hit the ground. Here we see the remains of an original Horsa glider. The wreckage tells its own story of bravery and sacrifice. Moving on, we come to the Bailey Bridge, another essential piece of engineering that played a key role in the Normandy campaign. Bailey bridges were portable, quickly assembled structures used by Allied forces to replace destroyed bridges and keep supply lines open. These prefabricated bridges could be constructed rapidly under enemy fire, demonstrating their importance in sustaining the advance through France. The outdoor exhibit surrounding Pegasus Bridge is home to an impressive collection of military vehicles and field guns, each a testament to the engineering and firepower that played a crucial role in the battles of World War II. These artifacts, such as this M3 half-track, help us understand the immense logistical challenges of warfare and the technological advancements that shaped the conflict. We see a variety of transport and combat machines, each playing a different role in the battlefield. Armored personnel carriers were designed to protect infantry as they advanced under fire, allowing soldiers to move across the battlefield with greater safety. Field guns were essential in providing both offensive and defensive firepower. Some were used for direct fire against enemy positions, while others were designed for long-range bombardment. Anti-aircraft guns also feature in the display. These were vital for defending strategic positions from Luftwaffe air raids, ensuring that bridges, supply lines, and command posts remained protected. The design of anti-tank guns focused on achieving high velocity to penetrate thick tank armor. They were typically towed by vehicles or horses, but could also be mounted on vehicles themselves in some instances. The guns usually fired armor-piercing shells, and over time, they became more powerful as tank armor improved. Perhaps the most iconic of all are the tanks and self-propelled guns, which provided crucial firepower and mobility during the war. These heavily armored vehicles were essential for breaking through enemy lines and supporting infantry advances. Some of the tanks here would have been involved in battles throughout the Normandy campaign, helping the Allies push forward after securing key objectives like Pegasus Bridge. The presence of these field guns and vehicles here at the museum gives us a tangible connection to the events of June 6, 1944. They remind us of the enormous scale of the operation and the bravery of those who fought to secure these vital locations. Walking among them, we get a real sense of the power, resilience, and ingenuity that shaped the course of history. These vehicles and weapons stand as silent witnesses to history, ensuring that the legacy of those who fought here is never forgotten. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more stories from Normandy and beyond.